Hey folks, it's Brian. I'm doing a little addendum to my son's game from the other day on character creation. I know I mentioned some other videos that I believe anyone can be a hero, so you don't need to have heroic stats. And a piece of that kind of vibrates with me is the whole D&D 5e stat array. It's kind of a play balance kind of thing. So I've been kind of thinking about doing something like that, but that's for the future. Anyway, so and generally, I believe you should play the hand that you're dealt. So I have my players roll straight down the line: strength, constitution, size, intelligence, dexterity, charisma. We don't roll extra dice. I do allow re-rolling of ones because we don't want people who are invalids, right? So based on that, the minimum 3d6 stat would be, like 6. If you rolled all ones and re-rolled them, and you have 2s, which is not good, but really only below average because 8 to 12 is the average standard deviation thing, right? So I allow them to roll ones. I do have them take a look at the total. If it doesn't average 12, then you can like re-roll. I would probably have them re-roll a stat, pick a stat, and re-roll that one kind of thing. But I haven't run into that yet. And there's in character creation, right? When you do your cult stuff, you get 3 room points. That's 3 points of permanent power that you have previously sacrificed. And I always felt that that was a bit off. It bothered me that you were not actually subtracting power points for that. But I got to thinking, these guys have been in wars for 5 years. Yeah, for 5 years. Although you're an adult at 16, not 18, so I don't know where this 2-year difference came from. Anyway, so okay, so I can see them. They've made 3 power gain rolls within those 5 years to get these room points. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that completely. But if that's the case, should they have had chances of increasing the other statistics? In RQ2 in the back, where you're doing previous experience, you roll percentile for every stat, and if you're like 25 or less, there's a chance of a 1, 2, or 3 point increase for that statistic. So, being physics major, I did all the math. If you're getting 3 power gain rolls over 5 years, you're rolling a power gain roll every High Holy Day and again on Sacred Time. If you're training or researching a statistic every 2 months, you look at 2.5 points. I rounded up to 3, and that way you got kind of balance. 3 points of power and 3 points for whether stat you want to increase. So I gave those 3 additional points to our hunter guy because his strength was 8, which is why he's using a sling and not a bow. Although a D8's nothing to laugh about against a D6 plus 1, so. So that's something new that I'm adding in is you get these 3 extra statistic points you can put anywhere. And I'm also allowing for their second character creation, my son and his friend, that, okay, roll the stats, roll 2 sets of 2d6 plus 6, and the 4 sets, 4 sets of 3d6, and then you can, the 2d6 plus 6 have to go with your strength or size, so you can be strong, or you can be big or smart or big, that kind of thing. Unless they're both high. And that way you can place it where you want, so you can play the guy you want to play. Getting soft in my old age, I guess. But just a few points on trying to, some of my thoughts on statistics and character creation. Happy gaming.